You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for July 21st all the way through August 1st. Can you guys believe it's about to be August? We've got Willow's wedding mess and the search for Britt. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you are not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Monday, July 21st, something takes Brooklyn off guard, and it may be Gio, but this time, instead of her wayward son, it may involve deception, something to do with the Sonny versus Sidwell mess and the fact that Sonny's money he put into the company was partially dirty. Lucy tells Brooklyn not to worry about it and says she has it handled. And don't forget, she is Team Sidwell. Dante gets Anna's wheels turning. And remember, Dante's watching Vaughn, and that has him also watching Joss, which he wasn't necessarily expecting, all on Anna's orders. She might begin to have a suspicion about Joss's sudden and mysterious trip that Carly mentioned, but I don't know if Anna would tell Dante she thinks Joss might be an agent. Then again, maybe she would, because he was a WSB operative at one point in the past, if you remember. Joss gets a warning she doesn't like from Vaughn, and it's about their boss, and she's asking Vaughn if Jack Brennan can do whatever he wants and get away with it. And yeah, and this might be about Carly. Plus, Jason's trying to buy a ticket, and they're closing the doors on the flight. He wants to speak to the Britt lookalike, but generally you can't get on a flight unless you have a ticket for the flight, so it looks like she may get away without speaking to him. We'll see. Jason is reminiscing, and it probably is about his brief romance with Britt. Carly and Brennan talk about what is next. Looks like they are getting more and more serious. Of course, when Carly finds out he recruited Joss and they've been lying to her for months, it's probably not going to go over well. Brennan shows up to the Metrocourt pool. There's champagne and there's some romance as they drink and soak their tootsies. On Tuesday, July 22nd, Martin has news for Tracy, and hopefully this Drew ketamine thing is settled, but you never know, or it could be a different scheme that Martin's cooking. Plus, Lucas opens up to somebody. Of course, he remains worried about Marco. He's worried that his boyfriend won't survive this kidnapping that he's certain Sonny did, which we know he did. Marco is now tied up where he was just locked into a room because he made a valiant escape attempt. Sidwell has an announcement, and I wonder if he is going to publicly back off the peers like Sonny wants, or publicly accuse Sonny of abducting his son Marco. Maybe he just tells the mayor, because Laura is rattled on Tuesday and may find out from Sidwell or from Lucas that Marco is kidnapped, and Isaiah encourages Portia to fight and not give up, and we'll see how much she tells him. On Wednesday, July 23rd, Willow's behavior shocks everybody. Let's face it, Drew is turning Willow dark. Liesl called it out when Nina was talking about it's sad for Michael that he's lost Daisy. Willow smirked. I went back to the end of the episode and I froze it to look at her face, and for sure she was just like, haha, because Michael has taken her kids away, so she feels like this is karma, and she knows it was her doing, so she really likes it. Drew and Willow's wedding starts at the end of this week, and there are going to be fireworks. This is going to be not to miss. If you have to miss an episode, don't let it be Friday. Also on Wednesday, Nina needs to talk to Drew. She may be making one final plea to get him to let Willow go. And of course, she and Liesl are plotting on that front. Portia confesses something. I wonder if she is going to admit what she did to Isaiah or to somebody else that might be able to help her. Lulu and Dante panic after they find out something, and it may be that their son Rocco met with Dr. Liesl Obrecht, Britt's mom. You know Lulu is not going to like that at all. Jason is on a mission. Looks like he is determined to find this Britt lookalike, find out who she is, why he ran into her. She was heading to Croatia. That's the last thing we heard. Thursday, July 24th, Alexis gets brutally honest with Drew. Could be about his antics, could be about marrying Willow. I think that might be what it is, and how it will affect Scout, who's going to be getting Willow as a stepmom when, you know, in October, it'll have been a year that she lost her mom, Sam. Trina remains firm on something, probably about breaking up with Kai. Nina knows what must be done and that she has to take action. And I wonder if she has decided to tell Willow that she was shagging Drew. Willow has a talk with Scout before the wedding. At least she won't be an evil stepmom, just an evil ex-wife. And Elizabeth and Obrecht have a talk. And if you remember, they're close because of their mutual love and affection for her now dead husband, Franco. Friday, July 25th, Ava is completely shaken, and Lucy issues an invitation to someone. I wonder if she's going to bring Sidwell to the wedding because, you know, Lucy is a realtor. She's close to everybody in town, so maybe she scored an invite because Nina is throwing a big shindig. BLQ and Tracy look very tense talking at the Metrocourt pool this week. And Lucas and Carly bicker. I'm sure it's about Sonny abducting Marco. Carly may tell Lucas that Sidwell's to blame, not Sonny. That's debatable. Michael opens up to Christina. Could be about losing Daisy and watching Sasha go. Could be about Willow marrying Drew and being so lost and messed up and not the woman he once loved. Drew and Willow's wedding turns chaotic on Friday. Yay. I'm super excited to see that. Nina has planned it all, but will she also plan to ruin it as a last-ditch chance to break up Willow and Drew? July 28th through August 1st, Willow and Drew's wedding may carry over into the following week, and there's sure to be fallout from what happens. Will we see Willow and Drew actually say I do, or will his enemies conspire to ruin their big day and make sure they never get married? Both Curtis and Nina are considering drastic action, so Drew and Nina's fling may become public at the nuptials. Portia may crash and act out. There's so many possibilities. Michael struggles with losing Daisy and knowing that Willow is about to marry this awful man, his uncle, who ruined his marriage, and Willow is completely unapologetic about all of it. Plus, Drew is planning more terrible things for Michael. Let's be very clear on that. Nina and Obrecht plot to shake some sense into Willow, but the bottom line is it may be too late. She seems so thoroughly gaslit by Drew. I completely blame this on Willow growing up in a cult, rather. I feel like she's just been weak-minded from the get-go, and so it was pretty easy for Drew to take control of her. Lucas is absolutely distraught and wondering how long until Marco's free, and will he be free at all? Will he come out of this Sonny kidnapping unscathed? And Trina again reiterates she will not change her mind on Kai, who himself remains certain that he did the right thing and had to reveal the truth. And of course, Kelly Thiebaud is officially back, but we don't know who she's playing. We just know she's getting on a flight to Croatia for some reason. Tristan Rogers and Sophia Mathison are out as Robert and Sasha, and Tristan confirmed that he is struggling with cancer.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.